You just released a song. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, it's on all streaming. Now it's time for you to do some promotion. If you stay until the end of this video, you'll see the entire process of digital promotion and how you can maximize your growth for your past release. Having a process after you release a song is just as important as releasing the song itself. Emailing playlist curators and DJs. This is how you will continue to make your mark, especially having to compete with a lot of the mainstream media that you see. So your content plus outreach to the people that you want to collab with is always going to catapult you even more. Today, I'm showing you exactly what I do after every release to maximize exposure and spread the word. When you go into outreach, which is mainly what we're going to be talking about in this video, this just looks like introducing yourself via email to the people that you want to work with. First things first, what goes inside of the email? Number one, an electronic press kit. And number two, WAV file and the MP3 file, along with all of the other files that I'm going to get into shortly. I have my handy dandy iPad here to demonstrate my past release with you all. What goes into an electronic press kit? An electronic press kit should be a PDF with clickable links. That way, when you email a PDF or add it anywhere, they'll be able to view the links that you provided. An electronic press kit could be 3 or more pages. I like 3 and I use Canva. When you go in Canva, there's a bunch of different templates you can play around with, and then you can edit the pictures and the text to be customized to you. On the first page, you want to make sure that you include a cover art. A cover art should be the highlight of the first page. You're going to want to say what this is and what type of artist you are. You're going to want your stage name and a description of the release. On the second page, you want to have the release name again, or headshot imagery of you. This is a real opportunity to show how you look visually or any type of aesthetics that you want inside of your brand. Great opportunity to put those here. You're going to take those photos and also make those the highlight of the second page. This time, you're going to go a little bit deeper into what the message is inside of this project or this release. On the second page, you're also going to include the mood of the song. An optional third page could just be anything else that you'd like to include that you think is important for the person to view. Once you use Canva and create your electronic press kit, it's now time to make the contents in this email that you will be sending out. This can be for playlist pitching, this can be for a DJ, this can be for a radio station. Just make sure that you are customizing this email and making it personalized per email. This next part is pretty important because you're going to want to make sure that DJs can access the files of your music. Yes, it's on streaming, and yes, they can download it that way. But when you send them the direct file, the WAV file, or the MP3, completely takes away a lot of the steps that DJs already have to do. So when you are preparing to send this email, you want to make sure that you have a WAV file, an MP3 file of all of the versions we're going to discuss. The versions will be an instrumental, clean, explicit, acapella, 8-count bar, and the 8-count bar is kind of optional because a lot of people don't have access to things like that. But some engineers are really nice and they will create things called DJ packs for you. So the next time you hit the studio, see if your engineer can create you a DJ pack when you make the song. That's a pro tip. Inside of this email, you don't want to be fake. You don't want to be like, hey, I'm so-and-so and I'm just looking for you to play my music. You want to introduce yourself and express to them why you think that you guys would connect or collaborate well. So if you're a hip hop artist, you don't want to send it out to a rock DJ and say, hey, I'm interested in you playing my music on your 92 rock radio, because that DJ and that fan base or that demographic does not align with who you are as an artist and the demographics that you have. So be very mindful when you're creating these emails. It's very important that there are people that are going to be interested in the connection, actually converse back with you. And even sometimes you may go and network with them in person. Remember, this is all about creative energy, so you want to share as much as you can. Inside of this email, you want to include streaming links to the release, and you want to include a website or social pages that go directly to you. I like to use Hoobie, and I also have a website of my own. Both of those are very helpful. Being able to show a DJ that I'm an official artist, it makes them want to work with me more, and it gives them incentive to think, oh, they're going to take this as serious as I do. Let's work together. So that's another way to get the upper hand. You want to load up as much of your identity as you can, the brand identity, and also your own personal identity. When you create the email, you want to make sure that you are customizing very, very clearly. This email should include the person receiving it at the top. So it should say, hey, DJ Kid. It should say their exact name, because this way they know that this is a personalized email and it's not just a generic email sent out to a bunch of people. I am so-and-so artist from this state or this city. I make this type of music and I noticed your demographic listens to it. I would love to see what you think about my music, and I would love to get your opinion and your feedback and possibly talk in the future. Thank you so much for reading. Below is a few links that I think would be important for you to have. So the 3 tracks you're going to give to the DJ, you're going to upload those to something called a digital DJ pool. You can pick anyone that you like, and a lot of the times this is a better way to send an email because people are unlikely to open an email email with a bunch of files and a bunch of JPEG because it feels like a virus. So you want to make sure that this is something that is an official link and it can take them to another website. That way it's not a virus and it's nothing scary, and they'll just click the link and it'll take them outside of the email. So you'll take that digital DJ pool link where DJs can download your music, and you're going to put that inside of the email next to the streaming link. This structured email can be however you like. I like to put the photos at the bottom because when you create an email, you don't want it to be super small. You don't want it to have the file name. You want it to be the actual picture or the actual image. So you're going to drop those pictures in there one by one and make sure that it's clear. Make sure that you can see exactly what they're going to see when they receive that email. Do a tester email before you send it out to real connections because you want to make sure that it looks professional and it's not missing anything specific. I have some templates available if you're interested in creating an electronic press kit and also sending out this email to DJs, playlist curators, and anyone else that you're trying to collaborate with. In this email, the goal is to actually be seen. So you want to make as high of a chance of someone clicking on this email as possible. So in the subject line, work with yourself and try to figure out exactly what's going to make someone interested in who you are and what you have to say in this email. If someone's new and they don't know you and you don't know them and they've never heard of you, they're not going to just click on it if you put your name, or they're not going to just click on it if you put new music or new release. So you want to give something that's going to be eye-catching and grab their attention and make sure that you can pull them to read this email. When you're doing the research for DJs, also see if there's people that you know personally that are interested in the music that you've put out in the past. That way you can kind of backlog and send them all of the music you've made, or tell them, hey, here's my DJ pool where you can access all of the songs I've ever released. You pick the ones that you like and let me know what you think. So just really put yourself out there and do not be afraid of trying something new. The administrative side is just as important as the music side. What do you think the chances are of a video going viral versus you standing on the corner of the street and sharing something? Only people local to you will see you if you're sharing something on the corner of the street. But when you share something on the internet or share something digital, that spread is so wide that there's nothing you can compete with in person. There's so many artists out there, and a lot of artists aren't doing this type of work to maximize their success. If you stayed up until this part of the video, then we locked in. Creating a press kit, sending out personalized emails, following up with the people you connected with, and giving people everything they need to listen, share, download, and support your music. Because the artists who grow, you know, are not always making the best music. A lot of them know who to talk to and are making the right connections. I'm looking out for y'all, so I'll see you next time. If you want to have a topic featured in our next video, hit the comments below. For now, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.